Hi, this is Melissa from Under the Radar, where we tell the stories of awesome individuals and what makes them so awesome. In my latest interview, I sat down with veteran radio personality and entrepreneur Jillian J.J. Simmons. We discussed her career as a successful radio personality and the defining moment that made her walk away from radio to focus on her I Am Me school tour and other various projects. We also talked about her book, Without Bruises, A Journey to Hope, Help, and Healing. I hope you enjoy our conversation, and to see more interviews, go to www.undertheradar.com. Peace and thank you.
Let's see. Purposeful, energetic, and creative.
Creative. So why those three words? Or if you had, what's the strongest of those three words for you?
Purposeful.
Why
You
purposeful?
know, just being fully committed to living in my purpose and doing what I'm most passionate about at all times. You know, like I finally have an understanding of what my mission in life is, and so every single thing that I do revolves around it. Figured it out along the way. I've been in radio for 24 years, and the last maybe 10 years, talking to a lot of girls at like career days and different speaking engagements, and then realizing these girls need some help. And that passion of really wanting to help them win and help them look at the world in a different way and view themselves differently has caused me to find my purpose. And yeah, I mean, I would have never known had I had those opportunities not existed. My mission in life is to inspire and empower young women and girls to be the best version of themselves. And I do that by creating these events and activities and programs. So when you take a look at, you know, the foundation is one thing, empowering young girls. The book, you know, Without Bruises, is about empowering women who have been in domestic abuse situations. And then SingleMomsRock.com, like, that is about empowering single moms. So it just, everything lines up under that mission. For the I Me Tour, we do middle school and high school girls. So probably about 13 to like 18.
And do they have to come, like, do they all come from a background that's challenging, or the spectrum is broad?
Yeah, most of the girls are what they label as at risk. So they come from single parent homes, behavior issues, poor attendance, self-worth and self-esteem issues. I hope that the girls, you know, are able to see that because of where they live or because of the people who are around them, they don't have to become that. That there is a bigger picture, you know, that there's a whole world out there for them to see. And not only that, but that they play a part in changing this world. And I think a lot of times, you know, if your mama or whoever is in the house is telling you, you're gonna be like your sister, you ain't this, you ain't that, you're not smart, you know, you'll start to really believe it.
Right.
And the fact is, they're being fed all of these lies. And so the program is just helping them to realize you have greatness inside of you. And we all come from greatness. So being anything less than great should be unacceptable. We should be out here being great every day because the world needs us. So yeah, just, you know. 10 women and one guy who just actually recently joined our team, who do these sessions with the girls. So we have beauty and style, health and fitness, goal setting, etiquette, healthy cooking, robotics, financial literacy. We do a girl talk session where we talk about mental health kind of issues. So we cover everything.
And you said it's a tour, so you do go outside Texas, Houston.
Yeah, we go to multiple schools, middle schools and high schools. We're getting ready to kick off something really big that we've never done before.
Ooh.
Yeah. This fall it's gonna be like huge.
Okay, and so this girl's in Houston.
We'll be traveling.
Oh, okay. Got a little bit of a scoop.
Exclusive! You heard it here first!
Right, under the radar. But no, so that's really good. Good luck with that, and I hope it all turns out the way you hope for it to be.
I wanted to be in radio since 6th grade, and I was like the ultimate nerd when it came to radio. Like, I knew all the radio personalities. I would call them up whenever they made mistakes. You said this wrong, or that wasn't the right song, and I would like harass the DJs. Like, what's your name? Like, I was that weird kid. I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with how they talked to me. Like, I thought that we were friends. And I later found out, once I got into radio, working for the same radio station that I basically stalked all the radio personalities from. That's our job, is to make you feel like I'm your friend, and you feel like I gotta listen every day because that's my people. And I sucked. I totally sucked when I first got into radio. My brother used to call me and tell me that you sound terrible because I would be stuttering and everything else. Like, I was bad, but luckily I got out of that. And yeah, it's an amazing job. I started in a small market called Dayton, Ohio. Then I went to Cincinnati. No, I lied. I went from Dayton to Clark Atlanta, and at Clark Atlanta University, they have a jazz station on campus. So I worked at the jazz station. Then I went to Cincinnati, and then New York, and then Indianapolis, and then here in Houston. I was a freshman at Clark, barely. And had to get my butt back home because I lost my mind at Clark. I lost my whole mind.
Was it just Clark, or was it Atlanta?
It was both, because at the time that I was at Clark, they didn't have on-campus housing, so we had an off-campus dorm, which was basically a hotel they renovated. No discipline, no structure. Liquor store right down the street, club 2 blocks down. It was a mess. I had no clue. It was a culture shock too, because I went from Ohio to being in an all-white school in high school, like all white, to going to all black.
Right.
All black. You know what I mean? It was such a culture shock. Like, oh, we were a stiletto system.
Right.
It was crazy. Oh my God. And I'm not saying it just because I'm here. I love Houston. Houston has been the best fit for me. The people, the culture, the food.
Right.
It is, and even just my lifestyle here has been more comfortable than any place that I've ever lived. So yeah, I hated New York, and that's why I left. I absolutely hated New York. Indianapolis, I was there for 10 years. Indiana's like one of the most depressed states in the country. It was clear I need to go. Like, y'all all sad. I got to go. So yeah, Houston has been the best fit. So I had a panic attack while I was on the air. I was very, very stressed at the job, and people think, radio it's fun. It is fun, but it's not what it used to be. It's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and I had to go to the hospital. Sat in the hospital for 2 days, and had a talk with my boss. She said, you got a lot going on. Got the book and your foundation and this, and you might want to set something to the side. And I was like, all right.
Right.
And the next day, when I got out the hospital, went to work, and I resigned. I think ultimately bigger than that conversation that I had with my supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
It was, God made it clear that it was time.
Right.
I wanted to transition out. My goal was 5 years. I was like, no, 5 years, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, today. I was like, no, 5 years. He's like, nah, today. We're going to do this today. And I did. I mean, and to each their own. Everyone has a different life. I have a daughter. I'm a single mom, so it's a little bit different. The lifestyle isn't conducive to me. You know what I mean? And what it is that I want. So like, that week that I quit, I was at like the Boss Life Ball that Sunday night. Woke up that morning a couple of hours later to be at the Martin Luther King breakfast, and I was just like, it's too much. Like, this is just too much for me. I'm not a club person, believe it or not, unless it's like a super special occasion.
Right.
I don't want to be in the club all the time. And I mean, in hip hop radio, you need to be out. You need to show your face. You need to be at these places. The work hours were different for me. It just wasn't fun. And then what I'm talking about, I could care less about. I don't care about Soulja Boy and Chris Brown having a fight. Right. I do not care. We had to talk about that for a whole week.
So those weren't your topics. Those were.
I mean, it's like, you got to talk about what people care about.
Right.
So if that's the biggest story that's out there, and it's on TMZ, and it's on all the blogs, then I got to talk about it, because that's what's hot in the streets. But I don't care about it, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's frustrating to continuously have to have these conversations about things that you don't give two craps about, you know? I care about these girls. I care about making sure that these girls know that they can change the world, but they don't believe in themselves. That's what I care about. Soulja Boy, Chris Brown, get out of here.
Right.
You know? So it's hard. It's really hard. Or gossip and, reality shows. Like, it's hard to talk about something I'm not into.
There's so much other things going on.
There's so much other stuff to talk about.
Right.
And it's not to say I couldn't include those things, but the fact is, you want to gear your content to your audience. So if your audience is into this, then that's what you should be talking about. So I released this book in October of last year, Without Bruises, A Journey to Hope, Health, and Healing. And it talks about my relationship with a guy who was a sociopath and the often missed signs of emotional and mental abuse. Doesn't get talked about as much. We feel like if the person hasn't hit us, it's not that bad. But in actuality, people who have been beaten will tell you that it's the mental and emotional abuse, the psychological abuse that takes place that is even more devastating than being hit. Because that's the stuff that stays in your mind forever, that you keep replaying over and over and over. So you do have bruises, but they're here, but people can't see. So that's why I call the book Without Bruises. There are people who are in relationships, men and women for that matter, who have no idea that they're being abused. And I was in that position. I did not know that this relationship was abusive until I sat down with my father and he said, "You're with a sociopath and you need to get some help." And I just felt like if I felt this way, then there has to be tons of people who are in relationships that are similar, and they just don't know that this is what abuse is. Either we have been raised in families where mom and dad have been abusive, so we don't know any different. That's our norm, or maybe we just make excuses for people because we feel like we can't do any better. And I just want to help people. I want them to see, like, when someone's belittling you or manipulating you or controlling you, they show no remorse for their actions, or they're blaming you all the time for something. That's abuse.
Right.
And sometimes we brush it, away, or we don't even recognize what it is.
Right.
A lot to even to leave, because it's being in an abusive relationship is very similar to addiction. And for some people, where you just have this, I just can't leave. I don't know what it is. I can clearly see what's happening, but I just cannot leave. I always compare it to cigarettes. Like, we always ask people, like, you still smoke? Like, why don't you quit?
Right.
And a person will tell you, like, I'm addicted to nicotine. It's hard for me to quit. Well, don't you see all the videos on YouTube? What's doing to your lungs and all that? Yeah, I do. And it's still hard to quit, you know? So, luckily I had a great support system, you know, my friends. And it was just this day that I was just like, this is the day. I feel like I've lost myself completely. I'm starting to lose people I really care about in my life. And it's time to go. I was only with this person for 1 year.
Ooh, well, that's good.
And oh yeah, no kidding. But I think the important thing for people to realize is I was with a person for 1 year and had to go through 3 years of therapy to heal from that 1 year. So I can't imagine people who have been in, you know, abusive relationships for 10, 20 years. You know, it takes a lot to heal. It takes a lot. My vitiligo is definitely in a different place now. It's grown a lot over the years. But when I first met him, I only had 2 spots on my back and I had 1 on my wrist. And he told me he didn't like it. He was honest about it. And I wanted so badly to please him that I would just do whatever. And so I tattooed over my wrist, you know, so that's one thing. And to cover up one of the spots, so I have this reminder that how low my self-esteem was at the time. I actually thought about tattooing over it, and then I thought it's a part of my story, so I'm just gonna leave it. You know? And then even from the psychological abuse that took place over my skin, I wanted to fix it. I found this article that said, leave orange juice or leave citrus and eggs out of your diet if you want to heal your skin. And I told him about it, and the very next day for breakfast he made scrambled eggs, cream of wheat, and a glass of orange juice. And like, it looked like something out of like Home and Garden magazine, you know, like it was displayed so neat on the table, and I was like, dude, I can't eat this, like I just told you. And he was furious, and he told me I was ungrateful. He's like, I woke up this morning early to cook you breakfast so that you could go to work. And it's like, so I ate it, and every time he made it, I would eat it. And you see like this manipulation and this abuse is taking, like, I didn't know that's what it was. I just knew like, this is weird. Like, this doesn't make sense. You want me to fix this. I'm trying to fix it. And now you're trying to do what it is that's not going to fix it. And then mad about it when I say no. Like, brain all twisted. All twisted.
So would you say that was your first encounter with a sociopath? Or?
Now that I can clearly identify what a sociopath looks like, I don't think I've ever been in a relationship with one. But I definitely feel like I know plenty. Medicine that you can take, like there's treatments and like light therapy that can, but it does not go away. And for people who do have it, who might be curious about it, because I heard about some people going to Cuba and they got like a cure at Cuba.
Oh, really?
Yes, but we in the United States are so far behind when it comes to medicine. So I heard that they have, like, you can use people's placenta to I know, girl, that's what I said. Good. But yeah, so I've done like little, research on it, and they do have some people who have been healed from it.
And then work placenta. When did they get it? Was it after birth or?
Well, you know, they take your placenta.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they just store it and they go to the hospital and say, hey, I need some placenta.
Girl, let me take your placenta.
Right.
Let me hold that. You don't need it no more.
Right.
So, but I mean, you know, it's your placenta is supposed to be very rich in everything, like your nutrients. So I have no idea. I ain't a doctor. I play my own secret. Atlanta, DC, and Indianapolis are on my list for July, which is Minority Health Awareness Month. And so I look forward to spreading the word about mental health and how we need to sit on somebody's chair and get some help. Don't learn about mental health. We aren't going to be able to heal from relationships. That's number one. And everyone has experienced some type of relationship that has caused you to act a certain way or become a certain person. And you don't even pay attention to those things because we haven't healed from it.
Right.
But when you actually sit down and you talk to somebody, like I was able to finally see, why is it that I choose guys like this? You know? Oh shoot, it has to do with my relationship with my mother. Either I'm searching for something I didn't get from my mom, or I'm attracted to people who remind me of my mom because it's so familiar. You know what I mean? So we need to have these conversations. We work in environments and we go out around people who have mental illness. And then we got to get an attitude because we're like, well, why are you cool one minute and then you ain't the next? Like, well, maybe they're bipolar, and that's real. I know plenty of people who are bipolar. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta talk about it. We gotta get these mental health assessments. We need to sit on somebody's couch so we can heal. It's very important.
And was writing your book a form of therapy, healing for you?
Yeah, writing the book was a huge form of therapy.
So anything else you want to share coming down that we can keep up with all things JJ? Got the book, I Am Me.
Yes.
Single Moms Rock.
I know, like I'm doing the most. So
no,
yeah.
It's good.
SingleMomsRock.com. I Me Foundation, we actually just kicked off our I Me collection. So we have candles and pillows and stuff to help fundraise. That's up on the website, imefoundation.org. And JJonthemic.com. I'm doing all kinds of cool things, helping people to quit their jobs, because the biggest question I've been asked now, like people are DMing me like, were you scared? How did you do it?
Right.
What did you have set up? Like, you know, they want to know like this master plan. And so I want to help people to get to the place where they can actually quit their jobs. So I'm doing a series called Quitters Do Win. Quitters Do Win. Whether your job quits you or you quit your job, you know, you can still win and live in your purpose.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you.